A bold new immigration pathway from the Trump administration is setting off shockwaves. It's called the Trump Gold Card, and it promises something that no U.S. program has ever openly offered: an expedited route to American citizenship if you can pay for it. The White House rolled it out with a brand new government website and a Truth Social post from President Trump himself, calling it a direct path to citizenship for qualified and vetted applicants. But the fine print is staggering: a $15,000 processing fee up front, and after vetting, a mandatory $1 million gift to the U.S. government. Corporate sponsors, even more. Now, supporters are calling this a way to keep global talent in the country. Critics say that it looks like America is literally selling green cards. Either way, it is already one of the most controversial policy moves of this administration. And joining me now is Mike Wagenheimer, senior U.S. correspondent. Mike, this program reads unlike anything that we've really seen before. What is the administration's argument for why the U.S. needs a pay-to-accelerate citizenship system?
Well, to keep it in plain English, I guess, to keep out the riffraff, essentially. The Trump administration is making the case that too many people are coming into the country with little skills, with little to offer, with little to power the economy. And if you're rich, then their thinking goes that you know something about how to make money and how to keep the economy flowing, and therefore you should be prioritized into the country. It also is a revenue-generating mechanism for Trump and the administration as well. Of course, everybody comes in, has to make $1 million gift. No, nobody gives cash gifts to the U.S. government. Mm-hmm. It's a fee. It's what it is. But $1 million fee, whatever you want to call it, you get enough of those, right. Hey, you get the ball rolling on another big revenue-generating mechanism, which Trump is all about.
It's funny because it's like you said, essentially a fee being paid to the American government. We've seen different types of initiatives like this in countries across Europe. For example, investing $250,000 in real estate in Greece can get you a path to residency there. But this is not an investment in real estate. This is, like you said, a fee. So critics are already calling this citizenship for sale. Legally and politically, how much pushback is Trump likely to face, and from who?
It's not just in Europe. Several countries in the Middle East have this proposal as well, where you can just pay essentially for citizenship. There's going to be pushback politically and I think legally as well on this. From the political side, listen, there are already polls showing that Trump, that too many voters, especially Republicans, feel that Trump is out of touch in terms of economics, in terms of everyday finances. Now seeing people being let into the country and given citizenship simply because they are rich, however they got their wealth, it doesn't really sit well, I think, with a lot of voters. But beyond that, it's Congress that sets the terms for immigration. Congress is the one that develops different classifications of immigration. It's the administration that enforces that. And so legally, it's questionable whether you can just create a new classification of visas and a new classification of a pathway to citizenship out of thin air. There's already a classification of visas that allows wealthy people to invest in the U.S., but you have to show that your investment is producing jobs, at least 10 jobs per year. Right. So it keeps it going, in theory, in perpetuity. It's not a one-time payment. So not only, I think, is it going to be a political pushback on this, but I think legal pushback as well we're going to see once this program actually kind of runs its course for a little while.